The program you're about to watch is proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with Patricia.
The following content is rated 16 and is not for viewers younger than the age of 16.
Here we go. It's the show we've all been waiting for. Activating Big Brother Naija. Mama, it's no big deal. Mama, whatever you say, mama, whatever you do, we see you. Mama, it's no big deal. Mama, it's not for real. Mama, anything you do, we see you.
Welcome to another amazing evening with the Lockdown Gang of the Big Brother Naija reunion show. As we all witnessed during the game, one of the housemates' favorite pastime was to gossip. Or in our Naija lingo, to do amebo, aproko, or tatafo. Today we'll be putting all the whisperers on loudspeaker and all the side talk comes out to the forefront. My name is Ebuka Obiuchandu. Buckle up, because things are about to get a little more interesting than you think. How you guys doing?
Great.
Welcome. Is anybody not smiling?
I'm smiling.
Just trying to be sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just quickly go around with as many people as I can. Lilo, what was the most hurtful thing you heard about yourself when you came out of the house?
That was probably man up and down.
From a housemate?
Oh, from a housemate?
Yeah.
Nothing actually.
But Tony?
If a certain guy comes to me, the person is tasteless.
Who said that?
Erica?
Oh, so that basically guys who come to you don't have taste. Okay. Dora?
V wanted to add a lot of pepper, so I won't eat the food.
That whole pepper thing is completely out of context. Because I remember that conversation with Liko, and I was like, this food matter is getting too much in this house. So, okay.
Finish.
What I was going to do is, well, I like to put pepper in my food, and the two people that have ulcers in the house can't eat it. So, yeah, it sounds wrong, but I didn't mean it in a mischievous way. I have people...
But I mean, if you know she has ulcer, or she doesn't do very well...
I'll always warn somebody before they eat that my food is
put
spicy.
pepper so that she doesn't eat.
Did you feel the need to tell me about it? That, oh, Dorothy, I put a lot of pepper in my food. I'm not going to compromise. Let me finish. I'm not going to compromise that because you have an ulcer. So I'm not going to give you my food. So never eat my food because I always put pepper in it.
Dorothy, how many times did you even eat my food?
No, I'm saying, well, it wasn't a lot of times, yeah?
Exactly, because
but
I
I'm
cooked for my
saying that
people.
the few times that I did, it still had a lot of pepper. So coming out, I'm not holding this against you. Like, I don't beef you or anything. I'm coming out of the house and hearing that, and then thinking back to the times where I had your food. I'm like, it does make sense to me.
Like, it was very intentional. I mean, can you not see where that's
I understand why it was misunderstood, but you should have just asked.
So it's intentional. Back to the point.
I don't think it's intentional. I put pepper in my food because
you intentionally did. You intentionally excluded those who don't eat pepper.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's okay, though.
Okay, but I didn't do it to poison her.
Okay.
So.
Very quickly now, we have a ballot box here. And it's a secret ballot, so feel free. Just put down the name of the person who you thought was the biggest gossip in the house. When you write the name, drop it. See the kind of people who like first to submit an exam. One vote for Bright.
Oh, Brighton.
Yeah.
Lucy?
Me.
Brighto, Lord Baelish? I know his handwriting, with a smile.
Smiley face.
Neo?
One vote for you, B.
So Neo and Lucy,
one vote.
Brighto is leading with 2 votes.
President.
Brighto.
Wow. We need a crown at this point. We need a crown.
That's mad.
Neo is charging ahead.
Number 2. Woo. Vice President. Vice President.
Brighto with 5.
At this point,
He already has 5.
Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Are you disappointed?
I'm not disappointed because I saw everything online. So.
All right, let's take a look at this clip.
Well, he's pretending. he came in with a script. He came in to paint himself like something else, something different. Number one, he talks too much. Number two, he brags too much.
So, Brighto, where did the bragging impression come from?
Okay, like when
Besides the London streets.
When you talk too much, do you understand? You tend to say some things you're not supposed to say. Do you understand? Like when he said he was seen iPhone 12 or something. And I also remembered when he mentioned some streets in London and some other countries.
And you don't remember he said he had not been there before. Neil, you were more than just scratching uses.
Actually, everybody's talking about how Neil talks a lot.
Talking about is not a bad thing.
No, it's really not a bad thing at all. I'm not even trying to take it back. But, I mean, you guys need to first of all understand that when we were in the house, we were in a house. You won't catch me outside and you're thinking, oh, because a lot of people now, because of that whole I talk a lot and everything, people are trying to create an impression for me out of it, which I feel doesn't really make any sense. But for Brighto to actually, I mean, I'm like, G, no doubt. And after you confronted him about everything, I actually went up and I spoke to him. And I did not talk to him to actually get, like, an answer like, oh, I did not say it, so I said it. Because you already denied it yourself. But I just really wanted to have, like, that upfront conversation with him as G's. Like, what thing I do will give you that kind of impression. Do you understand? I was in that house and I was trying to be as real as possible. I mean, I was exposing where I was coming from, my family, everything. I always said how I was a broke guy from a rich home. You understand? I mean, growing up in that kind of environment, you are exposed to a lot of things, even if you don't have the pleasure of experiencing it yourself. I mean, I have siblings traveling all over, every year, every month. Do you understand? So you can't blame me because this is the environment I grew up in. For me,
did you think that was gossip or just guys?
I don't know if it was gossip, but the fact that he could actually bring me up with somebody else, I don't know what to call that.
Praise. I just want to come back to you now because it also involves him about your fiance. Is it ex-fiance?
Ex-fiance.
Aha. Another topic. On the other side. So tell us about that.
To me, when I came out of the house, I wasn't really angry. But it wasn't really me he hurt. It was her because at that point, people, that's like privacy. So in as much as he was pissed at me for making fun of him in the house, I made fun of everybody in the house. I don't think I didn't make fun of anybody, but I think it got to him because of the whole tennis stuff, and I used to imitate him a lot. So I guess it got to him. So going to that, no, this is serious. This is actually serious. You can't laugh about this. This is actually serious. So please, hello, everybody has to be serious. So I guess that hurt him. And in my media rounds, I said I didn't know how it affected him, what I was doing. But then, that's my privacy, and you brought it out to the limelight, and it wasn't what it is. In the fact that you wanted to get back at me, you ended up causing serious problems to somebody because, it was very, it was crazy, and people were going to her page to say crap.
Because of that?
Because of what he said, yes. People had to start looking for her page.
Okay, so I'm not trying to defend anybody here, just playing devil's advocate. But before that, you had already mentioned the fact that she was older, had you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I said
So
she was older, but I never mentioned.
Yes,
I never mentioned she was this or that. I just said she's older.
Okay.
You get, so when I came out and I saw the
But you're
video,
sure it's because of what he said that people went to her page?
Yes,
not
it was
because
at
you
that
had
time.
mentioned she was
It
older?
was at that time.
Okay.
He said it. People started, people went to her page and she was getting DMs and people were commenting on her post and all. So she had to go on private. I spoke to Tolani Badge about it because me and Tolani, I spoke to even Watoni about it. We're close. And I said, I feel like when we get to this reunion, I think Brighto owes her an apology. And I would like him to tender an apology to her. Yes.
Brighto, do you agree with him?
I actually owe no one apology.
Wait, sir, can I ask you a random question? Where did you get the figures from?
The numbers.
The numbers, sorry,
right?
the numbers. Where do you get the numbers
Like I
from?
said, he's Lord
From
Bailey.
the
The thing is, way, when you say way,
Oh,
over,
okay.
it can be anything. Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but 69 is just a really nice number.
Exactly. Like, you get 69. Like, maybe that's
69,
like a
50,
lucky
it's the same thing.
number.
You know what I'm
Actually,
saying?
it doesn't matter. So.
But he's saying that she was offended, and she was not a housemate, right? And she got dragged into it.
Okay, okay, let me say something. Why didn't he tell me to apologize to his wife?
Why didn't you tell him?
Like I said, I was going to say it here.
So why did you wait?
Good question.
He said it publicly, though, so.
Yeah, he said it publicly, so he
you
should
needed it to be
apologize
said
publicly, yeah.
Okay.
That's
a fair
how I
point.
feel. And if he doesn't want to apologize, it's fine.
That's what he wants.
That's a fair point.
You
Do
get-
you think he should
You
apologize
said it on national
Oh
TV.
yeah, you should apologize.
to her?
But then this conversation should have happened ages ago. Okay, you've hurt somebody. Okay, fair enough. Just apologize to the person. Why wait until we're on national TV to apologize?
Does he have any
It just feels
point?
like a tit for tat.
Does he have any point in saying it was about him? She just so happened to be in the mix because he actually brought her into the conversation, saying, "I date older women."
He might have a point, but then there's an innocent party that's been affected, whether he likes it or not. So he should have just apologized as soon as they had the conversation and got it over and done
Well,
with.
he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me to apologize.
No, he's just saying now. He's just learning about he has to apologize.
I mean,
and
but then what does that essentially do for you? Because she's already been dragged.
So
Unfortunately,
how does he apologize to her?
give him his number, get some way to contact
Nah,
her.
she's definitely going to watch this, so he should apologize.
So is it more about
I
humiliation?
don't know. I feel, look, like I said,
But he
everyone
said
have their preference.
the allegation or the whatever was public.
I mean, if you publicly say something about
You should
somebody,
publicly
you should
apologize.
publicly retract it.
I don't think there's rules to it. If you've hurt somebody,
It doesn't matter about your rule. It's me that was. It happened to me, so I would say what I
you
want.
gave you an opinion. Sorry, did you
No,
swear at?
no, I'm just saying I
Okay,
tell him
that's
what I want.
Okay, cool.
Him
As long as
to
you're
do,
not swearing
so
at
it
me.
has nothing to do with this. Look,
You gave an
like
opinion.
I said,
You asked me a
let's-
question. I gave
like
my
I said,
opinion.
like I
so-
said, I don't want this to drag. So you get, like I said, Brighton said he owes no one any apology, and let's just kill it at that and let's move on.
Do you feel like you need? It's not about him now. Do you feel you need to apologize?
No, for me to feel...
Like, do you see the point?
For me to get the point of apologizing, I need to understand some things. Do you understand?
But they've explained. I mean,
Okay,
and which is what I said again. She was not a housemate.
Can you tell me how...
Don't ask me how old she is, because I'll punch this guy.
So
She's not a housemate.
Yeah, don't ask me.
She's
Let
not
him
a
ask
housemate.
then why do you want me to apologize then?
You get,
Then
because
I'm right.
you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong. Yes, you should. It's not about what it is. You should apologize.
Bruh, I owe no apology.
That's what I'm saying. So let's move it.
So you want an apology? You want to move on?
Yes, I want to move on.
And the other stuff in the house.
You are not going to make me look like a liar right now. Everybody knows you were always with Eric.
Big Brother Naija Reunion is proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with Patricia.
We love dances that create wow performances. And for many stains on so many clothes, we need wow. Wow. Amazing washing power. Foam to remove the top stains. Each wow pack gets a lot of clothes clean and fresh. A lot more than you think. Wow. Washes a lot, saves a lot.
It's scary, isn't it? Putting yourself out there. Ignoring the voices telling you you can't. Will you step aside or will you go for it? After all, what's the worst that could happen? So, keep trying. Don't stop. Believe in yourself and go for it. Aladana, available in many variants to nourish you every step of the way.
Exposure to the harshness of the sun takes its toll on your true beauty. It leaves our skin irritated and uncomfortable. Discover your true beauty naturally with the Hawaii range of soaps. Hawaii soap comes in carrot, papaya calamansi, and gold variants. Stay beautiful with Hawaii soap, the soul of beauty. This product is brought to you by Evans Industries. We are proud of Nigeria. We want Nigeria to be proud of us.
Smacking fizzy, sipping bubblicious Pepsi 11 cola, craving so refreshing, share my thirst, favorite burst, ice cream, OMG amazing, gotta have my Pepsi, sipping love and joy, giving always loving Pepsi.
Proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with Patricia.
Leo, do you consider what happens in the diary room gossip when you're talking to Big Brother?
No.
If you don't say it to the person.
If you're close to the person and you're saying it behind the person.
If you're close to the person.
Yeah, of course.
You consider that gossip.
Yeah.
How did you feel about V and what you found out when you came out?
Initially when I came out, I was hurt because she's meant to be my friend. Because I felt like if she had anything against me, she shouldn't be close to me at all.
Yeah. What happened with that? Was it a nomination, I believe?
Yeah,
Your eviction, yes.
Eviction.
Okay. Why did that surprise you?
Because she's supposed to be my friend.
You thought before you left, you guys were pretty close. It was 1, 2, 3, right? I believe. 4. Who is the fourth? Eric, yes. Go on.
Yeah, so but in her defense, she said she was closer to Eric, so.
Oh, I lied about that. I just felt guilty and I didn't know how to say that. Okay.
So why did you do what you did? You was literally this first
Okay,
eviction.
do you know, I'll be very truthful. The only reason why I nominated Lilo is because first eviction, and I didn't see that she wanted to be here as much. Obviously.
How so?
Yeah, exactly. How so?
Yeah, like she was always with Eric. Okay, me and Neil were always together, but I would still, mess around with other people, talk. But her and Eric were very in there.
Were you there when I was talking to other people in the house?
Sorry?
Were you there when I was talking to other people in the house?
No, I wasn't,
exactly.
but I was going off of what I was seeing.
So why were you talking to me? Why were you trying to be my friend when you had that
we
problem
were
with
friends,
me?
But I didn't
so
see
why
that
didn't
as
you
a
tell
problem.
me?
That was an eviction reason.
No,
That's
you
why
said because you thought I didn't want to be on the show, like.
No, I said I didn't see you as somebody that wanted it bad enough because you were always with Eric from my view. That doesn't mean I like you less. That's the reason why I nominated you.
Did I ever come to tell you that I didn't want to be on the show?
No, but Big Brother asked me why did you nominate Lilo, and that is the reason.
So why are you judging for me? Why are you making
judging for?
Yeah.
If Big Brother asked me why did you evict someone, that's the answer. I don't know what.
So here's the thing: you have a friend.
Yeah.
And we're back to this nomination conversation, which is fine. I mean, I'm all for nominating anybody, as long as you can back it up, right? I mean, it's a game; it's one person has to win. But if you're calling her a friend on the one hand and you're saying she doesn't need to be there, her question, I guess,
I never said she didn't need to be there.
She didn't look like she wanted it enough.
Mm-hmm.
Her question is, I guess, I'm your girl.
Talk to me
did you ever say, babe, what's going on? You don't look like you want to be here. As against just throwing her under the bus in the diary room.
Throwing her under the bus as what?
Who else was up there?
V, you were the first
it
person
was
I spoke
Lilo,
to.
Eric, Praise, and Katrina.
And who did you nominate?
I nominated Katrina and Lilo.
And you left Eric and
Praise.
So she was ranked lower than these two people for you?
So to me, the first person in that rank for me was Praise because that's the person I was closest to in the house.
At the time, okay.
And it was nothing personal. First eviction, first nomination, and that's the person I chose. And I never chose one of my friends ever again because I know how it felt for me when I did. And when I saw the first time I saw Lilo, I apologized.
But you get her point in saying, if you felt I didn't need this enough.
Do you know how many times you come to talk to me about New Year, and I was always trying to make sure you were good, literally had your back. So
okay,
what are you saying?
Okay, so
did you ever just say, oh, babe, what's going on? It looks like you're a little too.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Because I didn't think to. I didn't really see it as a thing.
Kick me out of the house.
I wasn't the only person that nominated you. Okay, cool. we were friends and I nominated you. Okay, and I admitted that to you. I said, cool, my bad. I'm a human being, and I don't take that back. So this whole back and forth thing that we're doing now, it's nothing that you haven't heard before because I've told you.
No, because
okay,
they're just
now we're
saying
saying
certain
on live
things.
TV.
You're just saying certain things like, oh, you felt like I didn't need to be on the show.
I never said you did. It didn't look like you wanted it as much.
How didn't it look like? Why didn't you see
because
like
you were
I wasn't
always curled
comfortable
up
with
with
other
Eric
people
in the room, and if I'm lying, then I'm lying. But everybody knows I am not lying.
Stuff in the house.
Everybody knows
always
you
look
are
out for
always
everyone
with
in the house.
Eric. You are not going to make me look like a liar right now. Everybody knows you are always with Eric.
I was always with Eric.
So
100%.
I don't think that's the
Lilo.
argument. I think the argument is, this is your friend. How did you not say, babe, what's going on?
Because I didn't notice
Or
at the time. It wasn't
why
really
did
something
you
I was
feel
thinking
like
about.
the solution to that was to kick her out?
I didn't kick her out. She was.
I mean, you literally did.
You
'Cause
did.
I mean, if you say someone
I
needs
wasn't
to
the only
go,
one that voted for her.
if 4 people are up and you say, oh, these are the people that need to go, come on. That's literally kicking her out.
Well, I couldn't choose praise. I was still a bit skeptical about Eric because I was cool with Eric as well. So Katrina didn't have to think twice about it, unfortunately.
So you were closer to Eric than her.
I wasn't closer to Eric, but I was close with Eric as well.
Were you closer to Eric than Lilo?
No.
So why did you decide to save Eric since you were both in the same relationship?
It's the choice I made at that moment in time.
No, V, actually, no, thinking about it, this
Which I
same
admitted
person,
already.
she claims, oh, I was too clingy with Eric. And when I had a conversation with Katharina about, the whole Eric situation, she was like, oh, forget about your boyfriend, stay with Eric. Eric cares about you. Eric wants to be there for you. Do you get? She was like, well, I got your back, homie. Do you get? So I'm just like, why did you say all those things to me?
No, as you came to me, you had issues with Eric, and I said, no matter what it is, I've got your back.
Eric. I was telling you what Katharina had told me.
Okay, and I said, no matter your issues with Eric, I've got your back. But that doesn't mean, okay, sit inside a room with Eric 24/7.
Yo.
Like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Let's keep this.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more gossip with the lockdown housemates.
Coming up next, Tochi, Katharina, and Prince. Join us after the break.
I don't care if you make your point. Don't try with me. Don't try with me. Me, I'm telling you now, as they go.
Tochi, I will not take nonsense from you.
Please,
Don't say in my face.
Please, keep quiet.
Don't accuse me wrongly.
Keep quiet.
Nonsense.
Big Brother Naija Reunion is proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with Patricia.
It's an action-filled life we live. From the moment we hit the streets, the mission starts. No be by who first starts the waka, but now which person finish am.
No go dey on yourself, super.
So, no matter what it takes to finish the mission, fire on.
Super commando.
Because you are the hero you have been waiting for.
You want to blow my brother. You want to be the guy you
Fire on with Super Commando Energy Drink.
Energy to fire on. Super Commando Energy Drink.
We love dances that create wow performances. And for many stains, we need wow. Amazing washing power. Each wow pack gets a lot of clothes clean and fresh. Wow. Washes a lot, saves a lot.
I've been looking at you from across the way, and I think about you almost every day. Now I think that I must have a crush on you. I hope that you feel it too.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
love colors, new Wow Color. Its performance removes stains and the gentle soap speckles takes care of vibrant colors. Wow Color, ideal for colored clothes and Ankara.
200 years is no small feat. But rest assured, we haven't missed a beat. Raise your glass to the next 200 years. Johnny Walker, 200-year limited edition packs. Not for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with Patricia.
Telling me that if he was Nengi that asks now that everybody should move to somewhere that they will not move. This guy will challenge that, okay, when he's following them like puppy dog on the bomb, but now coming to tell me nonsense.
Lame foul.
Nonsense person. Come and argue with me, say he's not following. Why you have been following? Is it today? Since day one, you don't have direction, you don't have your own sense or originality. Now, you're coming to tell me nonsense. I really.
You're the one I never noticed about him. He waits for me to greet him.
I think he's on holiday. He doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to.
Yesterday it happened, I greeted him. I wanted to be sure. He came to brush beside me today again. And he didn't say anything.
He doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to contribute to anything. He doesn't want even the workout, the program. For him to do this thing is a problem. Like, which one you did? I complain that they say he noticed that if he does not cut onions, they will not give him food. That one shocked me, die.
What was it about Tochi that made you so, like, sort of passionate?
I think it's just his general, or back then it was just his general way of not wanting to contribute. I mean, we are all here. Just be a part of it instead of just following people around at the time.
Following people around?
Like, he was
following
just...
who? Who is following people around?
Where?
That's a fair question. Who was it following?
Where? At the time, I don't recall, but a lot of people, like most of the time, anything somebody...
Because you mentioned
a
Nengi
particular...
You said if it was Nengi
okay,
that
I think
said
that's himself and Nengi. No, that was when she was head of house. Now that was the time. I think the first week she was head of house. So anything she says, almost everyone, oh yes, it's very correct. That was that part for a while. Then I became head of house, and it was a problem. Just mob, Uncle will say no, and all of that drama. Tochi. Oh God, don't be angry now. We were fine before that. What's happening?
My name is Tochi.
Oh, Uncle, sorry. So he now got really pissed when I said, okay, like there was a particular place you should have worked. So I just made a reference, not that anything in particular. And about the food thing that I said, if he doesn't cut onions and he doesn't eat, I didn't see it was hurtful because that's not true. There were a lot of people who didn't do anything and still ate. So why would you say that? Besides this food thing, we were making it for everybody.
So why was there always a Tochi fight with you and Katrina?
No, it was the one time.
With you and Katrina?
No, it was one time.
It looked like there was that friction.
It was one time.
Was it just one time?
It was just one time.
Did you feel like
it was the one time?
A bit of a marginalization of you with food from them. Was it just once? No. So why was that?
I only remember this one time.
The one time was vocalized.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Did you and I ever have any issue in the house because of food? Did you ever talk to me about food in the house?
Talk to you about food how?
Yeah. Did we ever have any confrontation about food?
We don't need to have confrontation.
So
why do we need to have confrontation when you cook? Sometimes when I come to you and I say I need food, and you tell me, I remember the first time that I had a problem with you. Let me talk.
Okay, carry on. Because need food from where?
Wait. Let me talk.
Girl I came to need food for you.
Let me talk. I remember the first time I brought plate to you, and the way you made me feel like I was coming from somewhere where I didn't have food. That was very bad. That was the first time I actually started disliking you. Telling the fact.
How early
when was this? Because I
week?
can't remember. I
You
never
remember
had
now,
any
there was a lot of
issue
things that happened,
with
you
you
don't
in the
remember.
house.
You don't need to have
I
issue
never
with someone.
had
I'm
any
not dumb. When
confrontation.
you react in
I
a
never
certain
said
way,
no
I
to
will
you
know.
about food.
You don't have to have issues with me.
I can remember vividly.
Listen,
I never had any issue. Excuse
there
me.
was a
You
time
cannot
in the
ever.
house.
You can't accuse me
when
right
I don't need to
before me,
accuse you.
alright?
For sake.
We never had any issue.
You knew exactly what
any
you were
other
doing.
person can say anything, but you and I never had any issue in the
We
house.
don't need to have issues in the house.
Excuse me, if we ever had
Why
an
am I
issue,
gonna
they should play
excuse
it
you?
right
That's
now.
the truth.
So what nonsense?
That's
I
not
always
nonsense.
gave you food. You didn't complain.
let's give me
Excuse
food.
me. The only complaint that you and Prince always had was, oh, Katrina, why do you always give us little portion?
Which little portions?
That's the only thing I know
Let me tell you something.
ever
Let me tell you
asked
something.
me.
Why I made the...
Don't say my face. Toshi, I will not take nonsense from you. Don't take my face.
Please, keep quiet.
Don't accuse me wrongly. I don't take that nonsense.
Keep quiet.
I just
keep quiet.
I just told you
don't
my
care.
piece.
Okay, I'm going to say what I feel like I'm going to say.
just told
So
you
I
my
don't care.
piece.
Keep quiet, please. Let me address.
Everybody just want to talk. Katrina, I just want to mention my name. Let them play.
So why I made the comment about the onions something?
Ensure that
Because
the whole world
some people, please keep quiet, man. Shut up. Because there was a way. Some people don't come there. They don't do anything. I'm sure everybody was watching the show. They don't cut, they don't do anything, but they will come and they will give their food is already
because they
for them.
deserve it. They do all the things,
Please
and I love them.
Please shut I don't care if you love them or not. You're not going to love everybody.
I always give him food. The only problem he had was that I gave him little portions.
You don't always give me food.
Come late. He always come to me late.
What are you talking about being late? Some people don't even come at all. They still get food. So what is the late there?
That's because they dropped their plate. Hold on. That's because they dropped their plate.
I'm not talking to you, Lucy.
I'm
not talking to you. Don't cut into this conversation.
Sorry, carry on.
Don't talk.
Yes, sir. Your Majesty, sir. Carry on.
So why do you come? And you are telling me that I'm following people? What am I following around?
All of you had click in the house. I'm
following people around. Why will you even mention that I'm following people around? Why do you have to mention?
Had click in the house. I also had people.
Why are you screaming?
Shut up! Shut up, you two!
Shut up!
Who are you to tell me to shut up? I am the boss lady. You shut up.
Boss, take your boss out of here.
Oh.
My makeup, please.
Take your boss. Who are you bossing for me?
Anybody can say. All right, but not when you lie to my face. I will not take it.
Why do I need to lie to you about? Why do I need to lie to you?
You're lying.
Why do I need to lie to you? Who the are you?
I'm lying, mother.
Who the are you? Why do I need to lie to you? Who are you? Do you know who you do? You don't even know who the you are. Why do you? Who is this one? Take your boss out. Take it to Ikorodu.
Okay.
That's my neighborhood.
Okay. Thank you.
No, why are you telling me that I'm following people around?
But that's what you were doing in the house, my friend.
Following people? Who am I following around?
That's what you were doing in the house.
Everybody had the people they were cool with.
Oh.
I wasn't cool with, you were not even giving me food. You cook and you cover people's food already. What kind of nonsense is this? And somebody is telling me I wait for them to greet them. What the
Oh, no. Wait, don't say somebody. Say my name. And firstly, that's not
use
a
your
lie.
art
No, you guys know.
No, but
wait,
hold on. I see. Calm down. Calm down. No, don't tell me to calm down. He's
I'm
there.
not shouting. You just addressed me.
I'm hot.
No, don't involve me.
Relax.
Don't
Hold on,
involve me because what I said was right.
I watched you on the screen.
Because it was
you
right.
were saying that
it was right.
I'm waiting for you to greet you. Who the are you?
It's not. No, don't talk to me like that. I'm not in this mix. Hey,
don't say hey to me. Don't say hey to me. So why were you in that equation? That was you. That was
fact. You waited for me to greet you.
I don't understand.
That's
I have to greet you.
Don't raise your voice.
I have to greet you.
Don't be like that.
I have to greet you. Who are you?
Listen.
Are you big brother?
It's not even about that. I'm not even going to.
Why can't you greet me? Why don't you greet me?
Because I greeted you the first time and I said that.
I didn't respond.
And you waited for me to greet you the next time. If you were listening, you would hear what I said. I greeted you the first time, and you waited for me to greet you again. And that was what I said. So don't come to me with who are you. I'm not following you to argue those ones. Chill. I'm not even trying to convince you of who I am. So
I don't need you to convince me, but you are on TV, and it was my name that was there. And you are telling me, and this one is telling me,
I'm not following you to argue that one. You don't know me.
I don't need if you follow me or not. If you follow me or not.
Me.
And this one is telling me I follow people around. This one is telling me.
This was before. I don't know why it's
what the hell? What the hell? So, why is he a conspiracy?
This
why
is
is he
old
there?
stuff.
I was
Okay,
in
so
the house.
let me
I was
come
in the
in
house
here.
right there. You guys could have told me whatever. You guys make it. It's a gossip.
I did.
Can I say something? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what he's saying, which I want to sort of amplify, you emphasize the fact that there were cliques in the house.
Yep.
Why was the fact that he also had a clique he was following a problem?
It wasn't a problem, like I
But
said.
you were talking about he just follows people around. So why was that a problem if you also had people you were following around?
It wasn't a problem. All I said was he's always coming to the kitchen late for food.
No, you talked about following people around, and you emphasized that.
Yes, he was following people
No, but
around.
she reinforced it here. I'm just saying, why was that a problem?
It
if you
wa-
also said here that you had people you liked.
It's not a problem. I never said it was a problem. It cannot be my problem. That's his problem. But I'm just saying that you always come to the kitchen late. And you get what you get. So it's not my problem.
Why was that a problem for you?
I didn't have a problem with it. What I said was this. He was always following people around. It's nice if they actually include you. That's when you're in the clique. But if you're following them around, it means they didn't include you in the clique.
He wasn't in the clique. He was just
clique
following.
was just 4 people, which was
And he was trying to
Neo,
insert
Otto,
himself.
and Nengi. And it's facts now, babe.
You are saying you are talking nonsense, so you are talking absolutely nonsense.
Really?
What is VNU? Why are you bringing these people into? I wasn't even following them around.
Well, at first you were. It was the first week, sir.
You are talking nonsense.
This was
Arab nonsense.
This was second week now.
Which
Sir. Why are you
second
angry?
week too, and you came into Big Brother and you
Well,
sat down.
that day, I was angry. That
No,
day,
you came into Big Brother and you sat down.
Sochi, that day
So
you
people
got
were
me
not moving
angry.
around, Abi. So I came to Big Brother to be a statue. No, I don't understand because it doesn't make any sense. It's not how it's
True, I
people
give him that
around.
word. I give him that
So
word.
she came into Big Brother and she went to the head of the house and stayed there. So people were not following people around.
Is Dorothy right in her analysis of the fact that you didn't feel the need to say hi? And this is not even a respect or seniority thing. We're talking courtesy here. So she's saying, first day she sees you, she says, hey, good morning. Did he respond?
He did.
Okay. Next day, why didn't you say hi again?
Because I noticed it.
That he would see you and not say
That he
anything
would just
until
walk
you
into this and he would be quiet. It would be quiet and I'll be like.
until you said
Good
something.
morning.
Why were you doing that?
So I just chilled to just see if he would say something. And he did. So
why
I
were
didn't
you doing
bother.
that?
I want to break something down. You know.
No, why were you doing that?
I'm going to come to that.
Okay.
But you know, in the house, me and Dorothy, we didn't quite connect in the house.
So you don't say hi to people you don't connect?
No, it's not about saying hi to people I won't connect. First of all, let's come back to that alarm. If that alarm blows and you wake up, you're not seeing anybody for like 2 minutes. You're going straight to brush your teeth. Somebody should tell me if I'm lying. Yeah. You understand? So it wasn't about I don't really care about her. I don't want to say hi to her.
You weren't
I say
even
hi
thinking
to some
about it.
people.
It
So
was-
maybe
it's not
like
even that deep.
coincidentally, maybe I don't say hi to her or anything. But it wasn't about whether I was beefing her or I didn't just.
Nobody is even saying he's a bitch.
No, I understand.
No,
No,
but
I'm
to be
coming.
honest, Dorothy, let's be fair.
I'm coming.
Let's forget that we're being a little
Yeah.
heated here. If you watch that clip, it wasn't now wow, this guy doesn't even say hi. It looked like you were venting. Am I wrong? It was a case of he waits for me to say hi. There was obviously something there where you were almost upset at the fact that he waited
No,
for you
she
to
was
say hi.
pointing some things out about
Which
him.
you also sort of added on.
And I'm like, oh, there's even something I noticed as well. Like he literally waits for me to greet him.
Yeah.
I'm like, and this is what it is. I'm not lying.
I'm not saying you're lying.
I'm not lying. And yes, we weren't like exactly cool in the house. Cause, I mean,
There was so much going on. Yeah, in the house. We weren't cool. I'm not going to drag that. When it comes to being cool with someone, I don't really care because, like, everybody must not be friends. You understand? So, what she said, I'm a little bit hot about it.
Who said?
What Dorothy said,
Okay.
because it wasn't like in an intentional act. Because sometimes I will still tell her what's up. There was one thing she even did one day in the house that made me very mad.
What was it?
What, Dorothy?
What was the thing?
Okay, I think that was the day Katrina left. I'm going to play it out. We were sitting together.
You and Dorothy?
Yeah, and she was hot. She was like, so I came, I was like, are you okay? She told me, don't touch me. Like I'm the one that pushed Katrina out of the house. Tell me I'm lying now. I'm not lying. Like, I be open door, say, No. Let's put everything on the table.
Please, not me, please.
You understand? So that was what she said. And then Prince came and Prince comforted her, but she didn't let me touch her.
She didn't tell Prince, don't touch me.
No.
Child. But she told you, don't touch me.
Come on. Am I lying? Dora, I'm not lying now.
That's not me, no. Don't
No, it was you.
No, but did it happen or not?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but it happened. Maybe you were too emotional, but that was exactly what you did. I remember a scenario in the house that happened. I just want to say this. I was coming to take food. And then, who was this? Was it Katrina or somebody was, either one of them was doing that, and they were putting food for someone. I never take my own portion. They put food for person. I don't know if I can't remember whether it's Prince or new. They put for him. Keep. They carry another plate. Put for him again. Say if he chop later. I never chop food.
Okay, that's deep.
No. He messes with you. Guy, are you Brido was there now. So
for the same person.
For the same person, they say the guy if he chop, I never chop. Then when he got to my turn.
Lucy, why?
It wasn't me.
I don't know whether it's you or Katrina, but it was.
Okay, we need to go. Sorry,
it was crazy.
Coming up next, Eric joins us after the break.
So I think for you to handle someone like Nengi, you need funds. So I think I talked about Prince. Okay, yeah, he has a profile. Okay, certainly has a profile. But I don't think he has the financial capacity to handle it.
Big Brother Naija Reunion is proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with Patricia.
Ileya has to be one of my best holidays. Wondering why? Oh, come in. Thank you. I get loads of salamis from my neighbors. I get invited to attend the trendiest Ileya parties. But the best part for me is when I receive my free goodies from Revolution Plus Property Ileya promo.
Be a part of the Revolution Plus Ileya Extraordinary promo. Get fantastic gifts when you pay between 50,000 to 500,000 naira, 1 million to 5 million naira and above. Promo value June 14th to August 30th, 2021.
Oh, you're still looking at me. You better come and join the winning team. Revolution Plus Property.
Exposure to the harshness of the sun takes its toll on your true beauty. It leaves our skin irritated and uncomfortable. Discover your true beauty naturally with the Hawaii range of soaps. Hawaii soap comes in carrot, papaya calamansi, and gold bearing. Stay beautiful with Hawaii soap, the soul of beauty. This product is brought to you by Evans Industries. We are proud of Nigeria. We want Nigeria to be proud of us.
John, you can use our toilet now.
Ew. My mommy said I should always use a toilet that is cleaned with Hypo toilet cleaner. James will bite my bone bone.
John, what's the problem?
Use Hypo Toilet Cleaner. Introducing the new and affordable Hypo Toilet Cleaner. Kills germs and deodorizes your toilet.
Hypo.
From Darling, find your beautiful.
Proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with Patricia.
This one, is it got on? They were telling me they come out in, they don't come out body. They don't come out body, but I'm not about the remaining two.
To be remaining two, one. Only who again? Oh, when you catch cruise, this kind of. When you catch cruise.
Nothing you catch. Then give me pass now. Then give me pass now.
Don't give me pass cruise. I know. When you pass on the guy, I'm going to do it.
Banakwa, which kind of Nigeria? Nigeria call.
Well, at least he has some.
No, he can profile. Understand? But yeah, the ban no there.
So much go to the living room. What's happening in the living room?
Something's happening there.
I don't know. I just said so.
Give me the gist, okay?
Of course, why not?
Sharp.
Ozachuku. How you doing? Erica. London. Tricky. I saw that one coming.
So that one coming.
Yeah. Wait. Check I see
was on Erica.
I thought Erica and Eric were close at first.
That's
so
what I knew because I noticed that.
Because I remember there was a time.
Just came down like
Who?
Hello. It was like when someone can just my elbow.
We have two different scenarios there. Tochi, you were talking about Mr. Nigeria and how he wasn't, capable financially. Did you heard it? To support his quest for Nengi. What was that about?
Was that well? I feel like
Your voice not loud like you did before.
No.
Now my voice now.
Don't play like that.
Allow me to control your voice.
Don't shout to Well, the conversation was about. Let me speak now.
Yes.
I'm not afraid of anybody. The conversation was about. I think it was about Nengi and Ozo and Spring scenario. I can't request, but so I think when we entered the house, Nengi and Prince they were really getting at it, and then Ozo came into the picture. So the conversation wasn't about financial.
What was it about?
I was telling Bright O that maybe Nengi wasn't serious with Prince.
Because?
I know, because at that point she told everybody that she had a boyfriend.
Do you want us to play this clip again? Because
no.
You were literally saying, Mr. Nigeria, in a nutshell, not too whole to maintain his pay.
Well, yeah, that's.
It was both of you speaking. I'm going to come to Bright,
yeah.
And you were not objecting to that.
Yeah, what I said there was that Nengi they catch cruise
with Prince.
Yes, that's what I said. And catching cruise with somebody means that you're not serious with them. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything else. That was what I said.
You said other things. We don't have time to play everything.
So we can play everything. Can be idea here.
Right. So what was your reason for thinking that Prince was not financially able to handle
Nengi? Of course, that was what we were talking about there.
So why is Tochi going around like this?
Oh, jeez, my guy.
The thing is, okay, I think they were actually together as at that time.
Who and who?
Prince and Nengi, I believe. So we were just talking about them. I was like, okay, Nengi is actually a big girl. She has a boyfriend in maybe probably UK or so. So I think for you to handle someone like Nengi, you need funds. So I think I talked about Prince. Okay, yeah, he has the profile. Okay, certainly he has the profile. But I don't think he has the financial capacity to handle it. That's it.
Why did you think that? Why did you think that?
That's what I feel.
Why did you feel that? What made you think?
Because, okay, Nengi then, when Nengi talked about some certain things where she's been to and everything. Do you understand? And for you to date someone like Nengi, let's be truthful. Do you understand? You need to be financially capable.
Why? Why do you think that?
Of course, if you don't have cash, how would you sponsor trips to different countries?
Was that because you thought she traveled a lot?
Of course, she traveled a lot.
Okay.
Of course. So for you to date someone like Nengi, you need cash. That's it.
So you think Ozog was able and Prince wasn't?
Was also in the picture.
It wasn't about Ozo, actually.
Ozo, I don't think Ozo was in the picture. It was Prince.
It was very general.
So when Ozona came in the picture, did you think the same thing?
The same thing? I don't think I actually had a conversation with anybody.
So I'm not asking you if you had a conversation. So your impression.
My own impression. Okay,
I think Nengi was she needed someone who was able to support her financially. Do you think also
not like she needs someone to support her financially?
Or the person who dates her has to have a certain...
Yes, you need to be somewhere in terms of finance to understand before you can date someone like
Nengi. And Prince wasn't the person. Did you think Ozo was the person?
As at then, I didn't think about it. But if you said I should air my own opinion,
yes,
he is not. I don't think he was a.
You don't think he is either?
Exactly.
Why is that?
Like I said, sponsor trips, different places, vacations. You need Of course, me myself, I can't do that. Do you understand? So I don't think they are capable to handle that.
To handle her.
I didn't even bother at the first place. Yeah.
Prince, how did you feel about that?
People would always draw conclusions about other people's pockets. I don't bother myself. I don't concern myself with trying to tell you how much I make or how much I'm worth. The poorer you think I am, it benefits me because that means I don't have to, so that when in case eventually you would think I'm just as financially incapable as you are, so you wouldn't come to meet me for help.
Chief.
Shots fired. Watoni.
Absolutely.
Because it was very, mechanical. You were having the conversation about, I think it was Kid and Erica. You pretended to go and greet somebody in the room. Did your spying in the living room. Collected the gist, then came back to report to Tricky.
It wasn't like that, though.
Okay, explain what it was.
That's how we see.
Okay, explain.
No, I don't
In my head, it wasn't like that.
Wait, we are coming to you.
In my head,
okay, what was going on?
See, this big brother, it was a win entering that house. So for me, it was freestyle. I was observing, saying things as they were.
Tricky, explain to us what happened since she says we're not saying it right.
Okay, so we're talking about Eric and Lilo, how they started. So I remember the first night we came was Eric and Erica, and they were kind of close. I was like, Erica. I think I was even saying that a lot that night.
Yeah, when we
next day, I kept saying Erica. Then all of a sudden, I now noticed that somehow, Erica was no longer in the space again. It was now Lilo. So I'm like, wait, what's happening? It's like Lilo just came and I just elbowed Erica out of the equation and came. That's what we were talking about.
And then she walked in and it was Ozo and Erica in the living room, right? Wasn't it both of you in the living room?
Yeah.
Which was what she saw.
Ozo and Erica?
Yes.
No, we're talking about Lilo, Erica.
No, I'm saying what she saw.
Okay, what she saw.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I was in the garden. So what she saw inside? I'm talking about what we're discussing, what the clips saw we discussing, and I'm saying it now.
So we know what we saw. Also, what did you think of that? Because you were inside. This was still early days.
Early days.
You hadn't been involved in the financial conversation. What did you think of that?
No, I think it's literally like similar to what Tricky was trying to explain. So the scene just looked like people in the garden, and then Tricky is like, I think Lilo and Eric have something going on. And then Watoni felt, okay, let me go and see for myself. And then she walked into the sitting room, said hi to me. I was talking to Eric at that point. And then just went into the room, said hi. So just to see for herself. So just like, so you've seen for yourself, and then you're walking back out and you're telling the person that told you, I think Lilo and Eric now have something. You're not telling that person, actually, I've seen what you... So like, have like a positive report on what you told me. And then, she just mentioned, Oza and Erica are talking, that kind of thing. So I think she was just echoing what Tricky T told her, that Lilo and Eric now have something going on.
Yeah. Did anybody feel that way in the house about her? Because the viewers, it was a thing where She knew about everybody's love situation. She discussed it. The one she planned to scatter, she talked about it. You know, it was a thing for her. Yeah? Did you feel that way? Because you guys had a conversation about love things as well. Did you feel that way about her?
I don't know if she was fascinated with other people's stuff. I just feel like she felt, and I don't know why, I just feel at that point she felt the need to want to be with somebody. She wanted to be booed up, as we called it in the house.
Yeah.
You get.
I mean, she made a whole t-shirt line from it.
You get. I feel like she had this. I don't know if I'll call it a compulsion to want to be booed up with somebody, because it was like, oh, if it's not this person, then there's another person, then there's another person. So it was like a progression, as at the time.
Yeah. Was that what this was about for you? Always.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't about a man. It was about. The truth is, I never had a go-to person. Everybody did. So it was like I was out, but trying to now. He was friends with everybody.
So you wanted him to yourself.
Not exactly, but I needed a go-to person. So there were times I needed to be with him. Is it that, oh, Kaisha, oh, they're laughing.
But it was eventually Brighto.
Yeah, and that was when I was comfortable, because he was my go-to person. And I always owned it to my chest. Yeah, that was all I really needed.
Yeah.
But I never got it till the last week. So it wasn't, the mistake was always saying Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. But at the end of the day, I wasn't even Buddha. So I just really needed a go-to person. Everybody did here, and they would agree, but I didn't.
We're going to round off now, but we'll have a fan question as usual. Let's see whose question this is from a viewer of the show.
Hi. So my question is for Tricky T. During the just concluded Big Brother lockdown, you were the oldest housemate. So I just want to know if at any point in time during the house, did these facts make you feel like the other housemates were acting immature, or maybe some of them did not act their ages, or did your age in any way ever make you feel superior to them in any way?
Did you feel that way, like she said?
No, I didn't feel that way. I just knew that I would try and avoid situation whereby someone would insult me.
Did you hold back a lot because of that?
I did. It made me relate with everybody. That's why I was talking to everybody, because I was like, I wouldn't put myself
in a different space.
I am. Even outside the house, when we talk with everybody and I see the things they're doing, I'm just laughing like, okay. Because I'm already in a different space. So I held back, yes, but the age didn't affect me. Well, I guess.
All right. Thanks a lot for spending time with us on the show today. We've got more table-shaking conversations coming up with the Lockdown Gang. So make sure you watch out for our next episode. Until then, it's bye from us.
Just gossip without reason.
Big Brother Naija Reunion was proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with Patricia.